You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause on the rest, watch out class. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's got room. Lamar Miller. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. He'll return it from the 6.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd and a yard, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think.
Check 6 guys. 56. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
And again, it's Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Locke. He's got Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Middle. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike 45. Check. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From just shy of midfield, Locke. They'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Lock. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 43. Jim.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to lay one up, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did. They created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Allen, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
To the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
From the 41, Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Miller, as the first half is winding down, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
To throw it is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Bravo. Middle. Watch the back.
Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Phillips, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Clock now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus now for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he'll get to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Matchbox lights.
To the air, Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Block going to throw. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Taking it about the 36. On the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Allen. That complete to Lamar Miller. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, unit.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them.
To forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Stepping. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Broncos onto the field. Ready. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Block off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Play action. Now it's locked. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Check. 180. Check. 45 to Mike. All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Bills 61, Broncos 17.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's...
Isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball for your team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar Miller, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Spinning past him. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit.